Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Burning Truth. This is still The Burning Truth with my colleague. Hello, this is The Burning Truth.
Hello, we are live. And in case anybody's wondering what's going on, nothing bad has happened. Everything is fine.
Colleague is fucked up yet again.
I wouldn't say messed up. I think we got the job done. Don't you?
You fucked up.
I didn't mess up.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
How did I mess up?
You fucked up.
Explain.
So, from our ends, I normally get to listen to a little bit of a tune.
Did it. You all know the intro.
And for some reason, the
Yeah.
insufferable oaf sitting across from me, the incomparable, the sometimes forgetful, the most times fucking useless.
Nothing new there from his usual intro.
But always lovable.
Oh.
And mostly dependable. Mostly.
You rely on me, bitch.
Don't rely on you.
Yeah, you do.
I just suckle from the teat.
I don't have to reply to that one. Because I've either got to accept it, which makes me sound wrong, or I've got to sit there and sound homophobic, which I don't know what to say.
Yeah, so my colleague forgot to take his earphones out of the
Out of
our
our
soundboard.
Out of our soundboard, while I was doing some tests earlier to make sure everything was working.
So therefore, I couldn't hear when the music had stopped.
I was well aware of it, but
Because you're sitting in front of the bastard screen.
you should trust me.
I don't trust you with the key to your own house.
Really?
It's the reason why I sleep on the way back from every faraway wrestling journey. Because if I die while I'm awake, God knows I will haunt you for the rest of my life.
You already haunt me now. So what's the What's going to be the difference?
I'd rather die while I'm asleep and not know how we died than die while I'm awake and go, fuck you, Kyle!
You
Fuck
did
you,
this to
man.
me.
Fuck you, sound guy!
Fuck you, everybody.
So, yes. So, moving on. So,
Moving along, shall we say? I wonder if the usual workhorse who's meant to be here, meant to
Workhorse?
be working, but unfortunately he's got the sniffles and...
this is the quietest he's ever been.
It has been the quietest he has been. You know, because he's got the sniffles.
Sniffles, he's got man flu. Most people work through man flu.
No, he doesn't have man flu, because man flu actually lasts a week. This has been longer than a week.
Oh, yeah, he's got vagina flu.
Oh!
That is not a poke at anyone who is a woman. That is a poke directly at our sound guy for being a pussy. And just on that note, I think I might have got a response.
We have a response!
Yeah, so due to the fact that
The sound guy isn't here to do his job.
Yeah,
Nothing
you
was
know.
actually checked.
he doesn't check anything, you know,
He don't write. He
I
don't
don't
ever
fire him.
talks.
at this moment, the sound guy is fired.
Pardon?
The sound guy is fired. All applications go to theburningtruth@outlook.com.
Really?
But I don't turn up. Do you pay a workforce that don't turn up?
Good point.
Like, in all fairness, you have pay your workforce.
I do pay my workforce, and you full well know that. You know I do.
Food is not a reliable payment, Mr. Burns. Food is not a payment.
You accepted it.
Food is a thank you. A
You
payment is an hourly wage for me sitting there selling my soul for the second time.
Second. I'm not mistaken, third.
I hope you choke and die on your cock. I mean coke.
On my beverage.
Plugging coke.
I see the plug in the company, or we're getting sued by one. Whoopsie!
Never mind.
Ah, great.
So, welcome to probably the best weekend for wrestling in November. We have got ICW tomorrow night. We've got Survivor Series tomorrow night. We've got NXT tonight.
Tonight!
What could go wrong? Goldberg's injured.
Boom!
How the fuck do you get injured doing a clothesline on someone who takes themselves over the top rope?
It might not have been just a clothesline, because he did Beal somebody as well.
Johnny Blaze, the thunder cunt that is Johnny Blaze, who nearly hung himself on the second and third rope, did not injure himself doing a clothesline. Oh, in all fairness, he never got a bit of offense in, but the thunder flabbering cunt that is Johnny Blaze does not injure himself wrestling.
And I think he had more airtime than the actual staff.
You know, people have been thrown out of Royal Rumbles by Chris Masters did not get injured.
Medic!
It looked like this. But how? Just how?
No idea.
The main event for Survivor Series might not go on.
Well, the fact that you two
Could you imagine Vince McMahon's phone call to John Cena at this moment in time? John, shit's gone down for real this time, son. How quick can you?
How quick can you get here? How quick can you get here? Vince, I'm on the plane. I'm on my way back.
Send me the jet, Vince. Send me the jet. Send for the man. Send for the man. Vince
Good Lord.
must have poo coming out from everywhere. Every orifice of Vince McMahon
Right.
must be shitting himself at this moment.
There's only a few things actually that are going to happen here. Either Brock's going to have to really, really be gentle.
Which is never
Wait.
gonna happen.
Wait. Let me finish it. Brock's going to have to be very gentle. He's going to have to be a cuddly toy for Bill Goldberg. Protect him in the ring. Even though Bill Goldberg turned around and said, come at me with them elbows, I fucking dare you.
You don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the bear!
And if you're going to poke the bear, don't injure yourself.
No, he's injured himself, then poke the bear.
I bet Brock Lesnar's just sitting there going, well, this is why you went away after we last fought.
Oh dear. Time does catch up, but even Goldberg, even admits he's even gone on stage.
He's in better shape than Bill Goldberg. Kevin Nash wouldn't have tore his quad while chucking someone over the rope.
Really?
In all fairness,
This is Kevin Nash we're talking about.
this is Goldberg.
No. I'm not on about that. I'm on about the fact that you just turned around and said Kevin Nash couldn't tear his quad throwing someone over the ropes. Take into account he got into the ring once, did a clothesline, ran across and tore his quad.
Well, at least he ran across. Goldberg sort of just stumbled across.
He didn't need to run or move. He just had to put arm out. Swing arm. However, I have to give him his due, okay, if it was the clothesline that did it, you have to give him the due the fact that he managed to counterbalance himself to land back in it on his feet and look like a badass. Which he did. To a degree. Notice the word I said.
I'm just disappointed that you plan this big thing and then you go and have him be a little bit reckless on the Monday Night Raw. You've got a temporary line in front across the ring.
Security line.
Security line, police line.
Security line of wrestler, trainees.
NXT actors.
Trainees who want to be the next big star, staring at Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. And they were saying, the guys were cannon fodder for Brock and Goldberg. No, they weren't. Because 3 of them were untouched, and Brock only pushed 2 of them. They probably got told, Brock's only going to push you. Go down immediately. Get the hell out. Do not do a Strowman like what happened in the past.
Yeah. When he pushes you, you go down. You do not, and I repeat,
Do not.
you can imagine Paul Heyman there going, right then, guys, you've got one job, just one fucking job. When he pushes you, you dodge and dive.
You duck, dive, and roll.
Dodge and dive. If you stand up, he will kill you. Not might. Not he might laugh at you. He will fucking tear you limb from limb. If you like drinking from a little sippy cup, you stay standing. If you like to go home tonight, fall fucking down.
If you want to be breathing in one piece. If Brock slams you, you stay down.
And you can imagine Braun Strowman's brief with Vince at the back. Braun, you harm my son, and I will fire you. Right, bets. Sunday.
What?
Shane McMahon takes Braun Strowman out through a table.
I'm not taking that. I'm not going against that bet. I'll put money on that bet. I'd put money with you.
Who's going to hold Braun in place? Do you see Orton and Wyatt holding him in place?
I can see Orton and Wyatt possibly holding him in place with a bit of an extra.
Harper?
Yeah.
In all fairness, part of me can see Undertaker being subbed in last minute.
What, for Shane?
Yeah.
Nah. Shane's nutty enough to do it.
I know, but how cool would it be to have a team led by
No. We're not going down that route. Taker needs to protect himself.
Oh yeah, but I don't want him in the same ring as Braun Strowman. That's like carnage. In all fairness, the one thing worse than hurting Shane McMahon is hurting the Undertaker. Could you imagine the wrestlers caught on that?
Rod, you have been found guilty of breaking
the most respected man in the locker room. Your punishment
is
expulsion to OVW.
No, I don't think it'll be expulsion. I think it'll be a certain picture that a certain Wrestle Talk keeps bringing up. I can't even say it.
Go on.
Wonder Braun.
Wonder Braun.
Have you not seen it?
No.
They've got a picture of him from a few years back on his it's either Instagram or Snapchat or something. Braun Strowman on a Halloween night out, dressed up as Wonder Woman.
I can't unsee that shit. I cannot unsee that.
You don't. And what makes it worse is Wrestle Talk bringing it up every week. And then the week after, he managed to find one of Bray.
And what was Bray?
Twerking. Bray was twerking. With Stephanie and Renee Young.
Triple H can't be far behind.
It's probably the picture ready like that.
Here's the shovel!
No. Sledgehammer shovel. And you can see Stephanie going, put it down, it's fine, we're just playing.
Triple H holding the sledgehammer like this going,
Soon.
Bray.
No, not higher, Bray. Soon.
Well, you can see him there going, you've got Sister Abigail, I've got Sister Sledge. Hey, sister, go, sister.
I can't even think of anything to say to add to that. That's just no, I'm done. I'm done.
Right, moving away from Wonder Woman and fucking twerking.
Wonder Braun
And Turking Bray.
You haven't actually seen the picture.
I don't want to see the picture.
That's what makes it worse.
Don't show me the picture.
No matter what you're thinking right now, it's far worse than what you think.
Nothing can be far worse than what I think.
Oh, really? It is.
If this is a picture of Wonder Bray that's been sent in, I swear to God I might kick you.
No, it's... Whoa!
Is that you, Gene?
No.
Is that Braun Strowman
Yes.
with Alicia Fox.
Yes.
What?
For this year.
Why is he wearing Santa's dress?
It's a onesie.
That is not a onesie.
Well,
That is not
it's-
a fucking
No.
onesie.
No. To a normal person, it's a onesie. To Braun, a very, very 3/4.
That is not a onesie. A onesie has like legs, not a fucking.
Oh God!
It doesn't have a chuff gap.
Why? Why did he have to say that one? He sent it.
Well, I don't look.
He sent it.
No, I can avoid looking at that. Right, moving on.
Too late. There you go.
Just bear with me, just while I get rid of one of my colleagues.
No. There you go.
Who's that across?
No idea.
It looks. I'd say it looks like Finn Balor, but
Nope.
it's a bit buffy for Finn.
No, that's way before he was in WWE.
Right, moving on to the first of two topics.
Well, actually, we just want to get the predictions out of the way.
No.
So,
We're going to do topic predictions.
okay. What's the first topic?
So, we watched one of your favourite channels,
Pardon?
which is What Culture.
It's not one of my favourite channels. I actually just watch it now and again.
Now and again, weekly, every week.
Not
On the
weekly.
hour. Every hour.
No, it isn't. I like to keep.
He sits here jacking off.
Whoa.
You know, fucking. His King Ross
Rephrase
picture-
that.
His King Ross picture's a bit sticky.
What? No. Jesus H. motherfucking Christ. You Yankee Doodle dumbass.
It's your fat piece of Yankee Danky Doodle shite.
I was trying
If
to.
you're going to do it right.
You had one job, blah, blah, blah.
Right, so, from this, we saw, supposedly, the 10
It wasn't 10, it was supposed like 15 or something.
of misused talents in TNA.
Oh, God.
Misused talents in TNA.
Right, now on this list, some of them we actually agree with.
Yes, but the majority,
No!
it seems like someone at What Culture went for a tea break when brains were being given out.
On the tea break. I think they went out for a tea break
When
once.
Mick Foley, Kevin Nash, Booker T, and half the other legends
Jeff Hardy.
and Jeff Hardy get called underused talents.
Underutilized talent.
Underutilised.
Right.
When they're there, they're meant to be putting people over. What did they do?
Put people over.
There's no point having Kevin Nash win a world title. Taz is a commentator. How can you underuse a fucking commentator?
Basically what they're saying is, they're saying he should have been a manager.
Unless your name's Renee Young, then yes, you are. Then yes, she's underused. But that's probably the only example I can think of. Overused, Michael Cole.
And the WWE Network. And the WWE app. And everything else.
But underused. If he's out there, he's being used.
It's not in the way, I don't think they meant in the way of not being used. I think they mean underutilized as in as such, not being used in the correct way to maximise efforts.
If you have him as a manager, eventually he's going to have to take a fall.
Yes.
And he isn't fit enough to take a fall anymore.
No, he isn't. Which is why during the time when he was managing Samoa Joe, they had him move away from managing to the announce desk, which, to be honest with you, was quite a clever move because, yes, as much as I don't know, not everyone likes Taz's commentary table mannerisms, right? But by golly, who did they have before? Do you know who they had before?
They had Tony. No, they didn't have. Did they have Tony Schiavone?
Nope.
No, so they had Mike Tenay and Don West.
Don West, Mr.
In all fairness, Don West, when he was in TNA, him and Mike Tenay were the voices of TNA.
Yes, they were.
TNA's good years, some of TNA's best matches were called by Mike West and
Don West.
mating the two. It's a bit like Gogeta.
In case anybody wants to know what he means by that, please look up Dragon Ball Z for that reference if you want to understand it.
So, Mike's name, Don West.
Right?
In all fairness, he did try to be a little bit like Don King.
And was a bit overzealous. Which is what got him supposedly booked up, because they said he was more of a sales pitch guy. They then moved him into the back, outside, and then all of a sudden,
if you listen to his commentary in some of the golden matches of TNA, his commentary was on point.
It was sort of on point at times, because he knew how to keep them up. He knew how to get them up. He didn't know how to, when it come time to slow a match down, he didn't have the expertise. But that's where...
What? But
that's
saying that,
where
Tenay should have come in.
Comes into play.
But you can say that about Mauro Ranallo.
You could, yeah.
He's a 100-mile-an-hour commentator.
Which he's
his commentator is enthusiastic, and it is 100 mile an hour.
And it's good.
And in all fairness, I've never seen anyone come up with a different name for every type of dive in Japanese and whatever.
He's doing Japanese, Mexicanese, whatever he wants. And Cantonese.
If you watch that Cruiserweight Classic, you'll hear instead of a top rope flip, it's a...
I don't even... Yes, I am a wrestler.
Something, he calls it.
No, it's actually the Mexican name. He was calling it by its proper Mexican name.
Yeah.
But the problem is he did mix up one or two of them, which Brian did correct him on. But the fact that he went out and studied it enough to know the actual proper Mexican names and everything, I applaud him.
But if you're there, would you be calling them by the Mexican names or the English names?
Both.
Would you cater to your most domestic audience?
You would cater to your domestic order first, then it depends on the wrestler as well.
So, moving back to the main point. So, some of the talents that they put on this list, we thought...
Some of them, no.
Well, most of them we thought.
No.
So, that prompted us to come up with a top 10 of our own.
Yes.
Of people we think have been underutilised by TNA.
This isn't each, by the way. This is joint.
So, we had a little chat, and by a little chat, I mean it took us about 90 minutes.
Oh, it was a good chat.
The first name we came up with was Abyss.
Yes. Now, everybody's going to be turning around saying, oh, but he's become world champion. He's done this, he's done that. How many hoops did Abyss have to jump to get to it?
In terms of stuff, if you think of what Abyss was when James Mitchell was there, Abyss was a legitimate
beast
monster that scared the daylights out of people.
He literally turned up, slammed people into the canvas, and took names.
He was practically TNA's answer to The Undertaker, which is what made...
But the stupid thing about it was, it didn't need to be supernatural.
No, but that's what made WWE want to go in for him.
Yeah.
Because they saw him as the next big guy. By what I mean as big guy, I don't mean Ryback. I mean the next 6'7", 6'8" person who was agile but could actually put a match on as well.
Yeah.
And his psychology for our core matches is brilliant. And then afterwards, they just started ruining him with things like Stevie Richards trying to turn him into a puppet, and the Chris Parks debacle, and they ruined the character.
Chris Parks isn't really Chris Parks.
He could have been TNA's Undertaker.
Could have been.
And instead, it's TNA's Great Khali.
I wouldn't say Khali. I won't go that far yet.
He is.
Notice the word I said. Yet.
He's a joke. It is.
However,
the next TNA World Champion, that's a joke.
However,
he's basically not jobbing over.
He isn't jobbing over now. He has been a former tag team champion, if I'm not mistaken, as part of Decay, which seems to be rejuvenating him quite nicely. But the funny thing about it is, I actually have sympathy for him because it wasn't just that. He had to deal with the whole immortal thing as well. Oh, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. And then find out he's a part of it. Real, it just didn't go down well. It wasn't done right, it wasn't done smart. Here's the thing, when they've got somebody who is okay, they lessen Kane eventually. They lessen Mick Foley or Mankind or however you want to call him. They lessened him a little bit. But this wasn't going like Mick Foley didn't do it in one swipe. It was literally he slowly went to that area to comedy.
Kane's like an upper mid carder now. Like they haven't fully relegated him to jobber to the up and coming stars like Dolph Ziggler.
Jobber to the stars, you mean? Yeah, I get what you're saying. But here's the thing with it, and this is what strikes me with it. Abyss went from being an absolute dominating beast of a human being, where he was doing monsters ball matches, being scary as hell, to I'm on a sofa talking about my problems
with Daphne.
Really? And then the whole Chris Parks thing. Really? No.
So, moving on to our second pick. So, our second pick was Elix Skipper. Primetime Elix Skipper.
Right. Would you like me to start this one off?
Yeah.
Straight away? Elix Skipper. In all fairness, I don't think TNA was the only one to misuse him. It wasn't that wasn't the only company that misused him. Do you know what the other company was?
Ring of Honor.
No. WCW. Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
He went under a different name, didn't he?
Primetime Elix Skipper. It's prime time, baby. Yeah. The man is very athletic. The man can do a good tightrope walk.
He does an his probably crowning moment, and it's a little bit Mick Foley syndrome when your whole career is defined by 1 point.
One point, and as soon as he did it, everything else before it was instantly click, delete.
So, Mick Foley was chucked off cage. He is therefore known as the man.
Tomohiro Karane. I think it was Cowboy James Storm, was it?
Yeah, it was a triple threat cage match.
No, not triple threat.
Triple threat tag team cage match, wasn't it?
Nope, it was a tag team cage match, 6-sided cage match between America's Most Wanted and Triple X.
Yeah.
Which was at the time the version of Triple X that was being used was Christopher Daniels and Elix Skipper, not the one with Loki / Kenshi / was it Kavold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, and this Honor Karane, he runs across two of the sides of the cage,
which are thin as hell,
and then jumps onto James Storm's shoulders
mid-fall.
Yeah, and Honor Karane's him off the cage and back into the ring.
And that was one of the times where Don Wesley's expressions, "Good God!" screaming down the mic was very suited.
Yeah, it was amazing. But after that, what did they do with him?
They broke them up. They broke up that team. And then pretty much straight after, Christopher Daniels moved on. And where did Elix Skipper go? I'm searching.
TNA at that point could have benefited from a proper mid-card title. Not an X Division title, but a mid-card. Something to link up to the main event.
They did, but supposedly, it wasn't being used. It wasn't.
Was that the global title?
No, there wasn't then. They had the X Division, but
No, I mean something other than the X Division. Like, they could have done with a
No.
proper mid-card title. And then, which is seen as, like, your next step to the world title, because Elix Skipper would have benefited from being able to go from that moment
Yeah.
and move on to a
Yeah.
singles career instead of going against cruiserweights like the Curry Man and Shark Boy.
It didn't do him any favours because then he was pretty much pushed down to the point of where he was not really being utilised or even used at times, which is a shame.
And he was just being brought out for TNA's America's Cup or whatever it was called, World Cup.
Yeah. The X Cup.
Yeah. Pointless.
It was pointless. Yeah.
So
number 7.
Number 8.
Well, number 8.
But these aren't in a particular order.
Actually, this isn't in any particular order. We haven't rated them because these are just names. We just thought of pointing this out, just make it aware. And I'll announce the next one, and this one's a biggie. Matt Morgan.
No, this is one we agreed on.
Oh, no. This one is one that we agreed on with What Culture.
Yeah.
This is... The man is... How tall is he? How tall is he? Would you say 6'10" plus?
Oh, yeah.
Over 7 foot?
He was on American Gladiators as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was a behemoth of a man. They had him the nickname, the Blueprint of TNA. He is the man and everything. What did they make him actually into in the end? The Blueprint of Failure. How did he fail with this guy?
They never gave him the heavyweight title.
Never. Not when it was crit for him.
Ron Killings had 2 runs with the title. Jeff Jarrett had about 8 million runs with the title.
But that was his company, and he can say whatever he wants. Ron Truth had the title. Raven has had the title.
And I won't argue with Raven having the world title.
No.
The man fucking deserves it.
Man's got a very, very intelligent thinking brain. Yeah. Who else?
Who's had that title around that time? AJ Styles deserved, possibly maybe a little bit too early, but you're coming in. Kurt Angle came in 2005, got pushed in there.
Christian Cage.
Hardy, Christian Cage.
No, Jeff Hardy wasn't winning it then. He only started winning it more or less at the Immortal.
Yeah. Okay. But there's just Sting. Does Sting need a world title run at that point?
He didn't, but to be honest with you, during some of the times when he was winning it, was to pretty much snap the title off Jeff Jarrett for then eventually put on somebody else.
Did Mick Foley need the title?
No.
At that point when
no, he didn't.
Morgan could have been built back up.
Nope, but
like he was athletic. You know, a man at 6'10" that could do what Matt Morgan did. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Athletic, would take a bump.
Could take a bump really well. Make everybody look... Knew how to make people strong. He could maneuver and do certain maneuvers that nobody else could. Elevator.
What a finisher.
Thump. Yeah. Is he getting back up? Not until next week. When we probably have to scrape him off the bloody canvas.
But no, there was so much room there, and he got wasted in like tag team show with a piss.
It wasn't just that. It was. If you remember the time when he was on the cusp of winning it, people were begging out for him to win it. They were just about to set up. They're about to set up, and he got screw jobbed, rolled up, and while his feet were was it against the ropes, and he got counted, and he actually let that count. No arguments, nothing or anything. Really, TNA?
Just a missed opportunity.
Oh, another point.
In all fairness, TNA has had loads of big guys that they've failed with.
Yeah. By the way, I just remembered a point about Abyss. Another reason why he was on the list. Do you know how he won the title?
Is this for no, it won't be with Janice.
No. Are you ready for this? Do you know how he won the title?
Did he win top Christian Cage?
Are you ready for this? Do you know how he won the title?
No.
Through a stupid rule. Do you remember the official rule of disqualification? Title never changed hands.
Yeah.
TNA at one point actually had it the other way around.
You get disqualified, you lose the title.
You can lose the title, and title change hands. And they went through that. So in actual fact, did he actually beat anybody? Oh dear. Anyway, back to Matt Morgan. The man had a mountain of a climb to come from WWE, where WWE even they made him into a stuttering giant, which I thought was stupid.
No one knew what to do with Matt Morgan.
But in WWE, they didn't know what to do with him. But then when he came to TNA, he had the look, he had the thought process, he knew how to wrestle. Basically, this is where they had an ex-WWE guy, where it would have been perfect to push him because he wasn't going to go back to WWE.
A bit like EC3 is
at
now.
the time. Yeah. But like how EC3 is now. Difference is with EC3, they actually give him the damn title.
Yeah. So let's move on to our next one. So number 4 on our list, or number 7, whichever way you want to look at it. So number 4 was one that most people won't associate with TNA, Okada.
Nope, not many people realise Okada actually wrestled for TNA.
The New Japan Pro Wrestling give TNA access to Okada for a year.
For a year. A top talent.
So he could get used to the culture.
What did they do with him?
Just made him a blithering mess in a fucking faction with James Storm.
Yeah. They basically made Okada,
who has gone on to be the greatest Japanese Intercontinental Champion for probably the last 5 years.
yeah, one of the top stars on the New Japan scene, into somebody who just goes, oh, I'm just going to go down the stereotypical side, beat some of my own New Japan guys, and then get pranced around and misled by somebody else.
They had no direction for him. They just treated him like a typical foreigner coming into the company. And I hate to use the word foreigner, but that's what they treated him like.
Oh, he's from a different culture. Let's make him different. No, they didn't need to do that. The difference is with this wrestler. Okay, you may not speak the language. Get a translator.
Well, no.
Right?
If he's there for a year, fucking teach him the language.
Either teach him the language, get a translator, or better yet, if you can't do neither of them, let his ring action do the goddamn work.
Think of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Hardly talks.
Doesn't need to.
Or Asuka. Apart from the words you talk too much.
She literally had somebody coming in, and at one point her English isn't amazing, but the fact is she's deliberately going around trying.
Yeah.
Trying, and literally I'll never forget that. You talk too much. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar for a certain guy that we know that normally works the sound, who was fired. Was he fired for this reason? You talk too much.
No.
Oh boy, you never shut up. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It was
you never
shut up.
We generally can't see him.
You can't see him.
But
the sound guy.
Number 5 on our list, because I don't want to drag the list out for a full hour.
No.
So number 5 on our list. Now, this is where we started to disagree a couple of times. So I'll let Matt have his choice if I could have mine. Now mine was Michael Shane.
I agree with you.
So for those of you that don't know,
he's actually on my list.
Michael Shane is the cousin of WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels, which TNA never shut up about. When you mention that you are the relative of quite possibly the greatest
entertainer, the showstopper, Mr.
the person that Ric Flair regards as the greatest wrestler to ever lace up a pair of boots. Ric Flair regards Shawn Michaels
Ric Flair
as the greatest person to ever lays up a pair of boots, and you get his cousin, who isn't bad, but you make him use his uncle's finisher. You pair him with Tracy Brooks, who is no sensational Sherry. You give him the franchise Shane Douglas, who is no Sid Vicious.
But does know how to put on.
Yes, but my point is,
No.
trying
Whoa,
to
whoa,
make
whoa.
him-
You can't diss Shane Douglas on that one because Shane Douglas is a top talent and actually knows how to actually get a reaction. As you full well know from his ECW days when he did the whole NWA this title can what?
Go fuck yourself.
Pretty much.
But is Shane Douglas a Diesel or a Sid Vicious?
He's not like compared to WWE guys, no, but
Okay, so my point is, you're trying to give Michael Shane this big Shawn Michaels push, and instead,
Michael Shane, doesn't that sound familiar? They couldn't even Michael Shane. I think he actually went to try to call himself Michael Shawn, if I'm not mistaken. But due to copyright,
or Shane Michaels.
Oh, good lord! It just doesn't right. It just move on. Let's just move on, shall we? Another person we'd have to agree. Well, I don't think you agreed with me on this one. Alex Shelley is somebody who I put on the list. Do you agree?
Mm.
Do you know the reason why I put him on this list is because a lot of people turn around and state, but what about Chris Sabin? Hail Sabin! Hail Sabin! You could say that.
Just to go back to Michael Shane, do you know what they changed his name to?
What?
Maverick Matt Bentley.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say.
And have you actually heard his theme music? Did you hear his theme music? Bunny! Bunny! Oh, good lord. Good lord. It was just ridiculous. And it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on to where I was. Alex Shelley. The reason why I put him on the list myself because yes, Sabin, someone with Motor City Machine Gun or Murder City Machine Gun tag team partner, they could say, oh, he was underutilized. However, at least with Sabin, he can turn around and say he's been a multiple X Division champion and a TNA World Heavyweight Champion and tag team champion with Alex Shelley. Now, Alex Shelley sort of as a tag team competitor, fantastic. He did really well. As a singles competitor, they had to do this whole thingy, cam thing and everything. It looked more of a joke thing, where he just come down with the camera. The only time the camera gimmick actually worked was when he was dealing with Kevin Nash. But most of the time then, was he actually being utilised?
No.
No. Where was he? Was he even in the upper card? No. Was he even mid-card?
I think Alex Shelley suffered from what I like to call Rocker Syndrome.
Rocker Syndrome, which is basically...
One of them becomes the Shawn Michaels of the
tag team group, and the other one becomes the...
Marty Jannetty of the group. Now, Chris Sabin went on to become TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
So we can get... We already gathered which one's which. Moving on.
So, I'm going to put a tag team in. And it pains me to put them in.
Go on.
The Young Bucks.
I can't dispute. Generation Me, as we're known on it.
Now, the Young Bucks have gone on to become the hottest independent tag team in the world.
In the world. With their Super Kick Party!
Someone needs to super kick them in the fucking head.
Anyway, the point being is, what was ridiculous with this is how did they utilise them? They had them come out straight away against the Motor City Machine Guns. Fantastic. Let them showcase what they can do. What did they do after?
Fuck all.
Nothing. Next to nothing. Didn't climb up any mountains, and then eventually just went, what do you think about just flattening them up? Why?
Didn't you also have him come in with CM Punk at one point?
What?
Which tag team came in with CM Punk in his very short time in TNA?
That wasn't that.
No.
No, that was somebody. I think that was somebody else.
But moving on. Hiya, Phil Brooks! CM Punk. TNA had CM Punk. I fucked it up.
And are you ready for this? Do you know that little group he had?
Yeah.
Do you know who one of them was?
Go on.
I'm not going to say what her name was back then. I'm going to say her name, that what she goes underneath now. But she was more skinnier. She didn't have as much assets. And she now has, she's a little bit more hardcore country.
Mickie James?
Yeah. Would you believe it? Yeah. Trust me. When I actually went back into the history and I actually saw it, I was like, eh?
But TNA managed to screw up quite potentially one of the talents that they could have produced into a gem. I think this was after his Ring of Honor run.
Yep, straight after.
So this was after.
No, it wasn't actually after his Ring of Honor run, I don't think.
It'd be interesting to see if it was after, because...
No, it wasn't. It was during... It was during his ROH run.
So it was in the middle of Summer of Punk?
The reason why he ended up leaving TNA was because of certain actions and certain controversy that had happened due to certain legal scandals, which that's going to be a bit of a topic for another time. And it's quite a bit of a touchy one.
But TNA had potentially the hottest main event talent in...
Future main event talents, and what did they do with him?
Nothing. Basically, they gave him Steve Austin syndrome. We don't want to give you a microphone. Yeah, WCW's problem before Paul Heyman got hold of Steve Austin.
Good God.
And ironically, where did Punk end up?
Going to ROH, having the best time of his life, doing the Summer of Punk, signing a contract, a WWE contract, on the ROH title, and going to WWE.
What brand? Just like Steve Austin.
ECW. Boom.
Paul Heyman guy, right there.
Right there. But anyway, oh, really? You have to remind me of that one. Can I take the next two?
Yeah.
One has to be... Oh no, I'm not taking the next two, I'll just take one. DDP. I know what you're thinking. Why DDP? Top tier talent.
What year did he join?
It was during the time when Jeff Jarrett was doing his monumentous run of I'm the world champion!
2003, 2004.
Something like that along those lines.
So just after he'd been released from WWE, however, not too far after WCW shut down.
Yeah.
So still a big star.
Yeah. Some credibility to still there. Right. They got him in. Right. He come out. He looked the Don King. They made him look strong, blah, blah, blah. Now, they had one or two things they could do. They have two choices here. Right? One being the bad choice, one being the good choice. Which choice would you like to hear first?
Let's go for the bad choice, the one that actually happened.
The one that actually happened. They bring him in. Yay! Let's put him in straight for the TNA heavyweight title against Jeff Jarrett. Bring back forth, build, to get screwed over at the end and absolutely gets beaten by Jeff Jarrett. And just so we can have Jeff Jarrett say, I beat another former top WWE guy. Or former WCW heavyweight guy. A top wrestler. Basically, all he was used was to be Jeff Jarrett's a notch on his belt. For Christ's sake. The good choice, which wasn't utilised, should have been done, And I think whoever actually decided, if anybody suggested this, right, I want to find out because I would actually pay for this guy's Happy Meal. I'd actually pay for McDonald's Happy Meal. And I don't mean anyone from the Far East, I mean the one from the UK. If he actually does it, I will actually, if he actually comes over and actually shake the guy's hand, I'll actually take him to get a Happy Meal. And I'll allow him to keep the toy. Right? The first thing you do, you go to top star. You don't put him straight away against the world champion. If you want to do that, that's just pretty much just going, come in, blow your load, bye, out the door. No, you don't do that.
Sounds like a confessional.
No, you've got a star who's getting a little bit on. He's trying to wind down. What better way, right, than to use the star to put over the next generation, the next youth, to help them with the experience, to help them to become the next star, not just to give somebody who's already over, who's got the title, a bigger complex ego. Sorry, but this is just my point personally. All they did with him was come in, face Jarrett. Jarrett blows his load by hitting with a guitar. 1, 2, 3. Bye bye.
So, in our final one, I'll make this the final one before we go on to talk about NXT Toronto.
What?
And this one actually pains me.
What?
And I don't often say this that much, that something has pained me to this point.
That's painful.
It is really painful. Supermax.
Hernandez. Really, folks? Top talent, and they made him into the Mexican Superman. Built like a brick house. They've got him ready, poised. Again.
The gimmick, the big build.
Again, a position that Matt Morgan was in.
Didn't Supermax have their heavyweight title though at one point?
I'm not too sure if he did or not.
But I'll explain why. So they had him in a big build, go on the biggest push of his career in TNA, and then they decided to put him against Sting in a singles match, which is one that neither guy could afford to lose. So they had it to finish with a disqualification finish, and the rest started downhill.
Carry on.
It's just brilliant tag team career. His tag team career ran on for too long. Could have had the TNA heavyweight title because it would have reached a big audience in Mexico.
The only thing he had was a Feast and Fire, which was for the heavyweight championship, and he didn't win it.
No, but could you imagine how over that would have got them in Mexico? At the time, I think they had a working relationship with AAA.
They did.
Could you imagine the cross promotion?
Supermax had his tag team career quite well.
Yeah, he did. But his singles career, no. Like he could have brought him in so much merchandise from Mexico, because Mexico is a country that has two religions. One of them is Christianity and the other one's wrestling.
Yep. And they somehow managed to get this guy, if I'm not mistaken, right now, he wrestles for, he is or has Lucha Underground. The man is 6'4", 285 pounds.
But he can fly over the top rope with ease.
And throw people around like a rag doll.
Yeah, he's basically a machine.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of Monty Brown.
Yeah. And what did they do with him? Ready? Let's get him in. Let's get him wrestling. Let's do this. Let's build. We can get some money. Let's just blow it off and just have him lose.
Like, I don't often say that you should give someone a world title to see what it does in their home country, but that would have been huge.
That would have been huge.
he could have been the first Mexican wrestler to win the TNA World Title.
And unfortunately, nah, mate, he wasn't, and it's a shame.
So let's go on to NXT.
Honourable mentions before quickly.
Marty Brown.
Singles as a single competitor, James Storm. I think personally, because okay, a lot of people are saying, but he had a TNA World Heavyweight Title.
He's had a good career with Beer Money.
Yeah, he has. As a tag team match.
Brilliant career as AMW.
AMW, yes. Singles competitor. Go on.
World titles.
World title. Only one. Not two. One. He held it for a week or a month, where he got hit by his own tag team partner, and eventually lost the title.
But no, it's.
But it was stupid.
I understand why
he basically made him into a weak transition from just to turn Bobby Roode heel. That's what he was there for in that run, which I think is a bit of a poor because he should have had a longer run. But there's plenty more. Another one I can say possibly Hector Garcia. In case anybody wants to know who he is, he's from the World X Cup. They were building him up into a top talented star, and what did he do? Out with them. They didn't even give him. They were about to make him the next big Mexican star. No.
Lance Hoyt.
Don't need to say any more on that.
Paired him with Christy Hemming.
Yep.
And what's the little rocker's name? But they made him into a rock and punk group.
Yeah. Not the point.
Jimmy. What his surname is?
Havoc?
Jimmy's. Yeah, it might have been Jimmy Havoc.
I doubt it. Because...
No. It was. I forget what his partner's name. It was Jimmy something. It was a little rocker. He was in the X Escape match.
You're trying to remember who he tagged with?
Yeah.
Straight away, Jimmy Rave.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I think is it Jimmy Rave? I'll just gotta confirm first. Yep, Jimmy Rave as the Rock and Rave infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Christy Hemming injured herself and couldn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah, probably from doing the, what was it, Guitar Firefly Crotch?
What a finishing name!
Actually, I'll get the proper name for you now. The actual wrestling maneuver was the FFG, Flying Fire Crotch Guillotine, which is a split-legged diving leg drop. Now, don't mean foot.
Don't try that in the bedroom, lady.
Do not try that! And for God's sake, do not try that at all. Please don't. I don't want to be hearing. I don't be having emails of I've torn this. My mother's lost a ball or anything.
I've just got images of someone, like of a female standing on the bed, going, right, just like that. Pick the leg up and bang.
I don't want to hear of anything being broken of the nail genitalia at all.
Could you imagine that trip to A&E? When they walk in, when they walk and get stretched in with the splits. But what happened here?
I tried the FFG.
Yeah.
What does FFG stand for? Flying Fire Crotch Guillotine. What the? What makes you when it says? They would, instead of actually demonstrating it because they're already in the position, they would have to actually explain it in full detail or just go, look on TNA! Click. If anything, if someone did that, Jesus Christ, you'd probably get more TNA views.
That'd be brilliant.
God, Lord.
I just feel sorry for the bloke that's like that. Like, you best aim this right.
No. If I ever hear, if I'm with anybody, oh good Lord, if I'm ever with a bird and I hear her say, I'm gonna try the FFC. Bet you ain't.
Try it on the bedpost first.
Oh, good lord. No, you ain't. Why not? Because A, I'm not being broken, and B, you're not being broken, and C, I don't fancy spending time in the A&E trying to explain this one.
Right, so let's go on to NXT.
Right.
Toronto. Now we've discovered the flying
Flying fire cross guillotine.
fire cross guillotine.
Just to make everyone aware of this, this is going to be an extended episode because we have got quite a bit of detail to go through.
We'll try and make the predictions as quick as we can.
That we will. Right, because straight away, we've got, if I'm not mistaken, 5 matches so far.
Yeah.
Right, we've got the Revival, which is Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, the current champions, versus hashtag DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
It's DIY, I think, tonight.
2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. I'm going to call, same as you, hashtag DIY.
I'd like to see Revival get a call up after this.
I would, because,
To SmackDown.
you know, because they go hard.
To SmackDown. That'd be amazing.
Definitely. We've got
because they're too similar to the club.
Yes.
So I couldn't be doing with both of them on Raw, but on SmackDown, the land of opportunity.
It would be perfect for them. And next match, I'm going to be butchering this one at an early point right now.
TM61.
This is for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament Final, with Paul Ellering suspended above the ring inside of a cage, which is the Authors of Pain
against TM61.
TM61. I was going to mention the names of the teams, but I'm not even going to bother because I don't want to be butchering names. I do apologise for that.
Authors of Pain.
What?
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain. Singles match. It's glorious.
I won't give in. I won't give in.
Bobby Roode.
I can't wait to see the entrance. I cannot wait for the entrance.
Versus 10, the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger.
Bobby Roode. It's Roode or Wyatt. Bobby Roode, if he does not win in his own town, I'm done with NXT.
Ty Dillinger is not winning. It's Bobby Roode because he's glorious. This isn't going to have anything different, is it?
Probably not, no.
Nope. Singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. Asuka versus Mickie James. Asuka.
There's going to ass kick.
And I feel sorry for Mickie James.
Oh, I don't. She's probably being paid quite a bit of money.
Oh, probably.
Right. This is where we might differ.
I think it will be. Singles match for the NXT Championship match. Will it be Samoa Joe versus the NXT champion Shinsuke Nakamura? Can I go first?
Yeah.
I am going to pick Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm going Samoa Joe.
Right. There we have it, folks. The one difference.
I think the loser gets called up to the main brand.
Same here. I think I agree with you on that. But I think Shinsuke...
As daft as that sentence sounds, and people who aren't used to TNA will go, the loser? Not TNA, NXT.
The loser gets to go to Raw?
Or SmackDown.
Or SmackDown?
So
how's that a punishment? How is it?
But no, I think Joe's happy in NXT. He gets to help out teaching. Does he want to be on the road constantly? Probably not. Whereas Nakamura would be a great benefit to SmackDown, where it lacks serious face main events.
You could say that, but I think he'll stay because I think they might be building up a Shinsuke Nakamura versus Hideo Itami.
He's injured again, Hideo Itami is.
But when he gets back.
No, because he's got to finish off with Austin Aries. Nakamura, for me, is needed on SmackDown. They're lacking main event faces.
Fair enough, but I can't see them bringing him up straight away because I can't see him on SmackDown though. Because we won't get to hear it.
Kinshasa! Swap Corey Graves for David Otunga.
Oh no. Oh no. Morello.
No. Well, leave Morello and JBL where they are.
No.
Chuck Graves over with him.
You mean just remove David Otunga and put Corey Graves there?
Yeah.
That's fine. Anyway, moving on from that, that's the predictions for that.
Come on, Joe. Don't let me down.
Come on, Shinsuke. Prove me right. Prove me right. Prove me the reason why I've used your name.
The SSS Nakamura.
In case you're wondering what that's for, that's due to some gaming, which is a nice little cheap plug for TBT Games, which at the moment we've currently got a series going on, which is Matt Burns versus Alex Owens.
Best of 5.
That's a 5 series which is currently ongoing at the moment, which is being revealed every week on Wednesdays at 7.
Or 2 p.m. Central.
How long have you been waiting to say that? 7 live in the UK or 2 p.m. Central. God damn it.
Right then.
Anything you want to cover?
So, you wanted to just have a quick chat about people that have benefited since the draft.
Yeah.
Now, we said we'd keep this as quick as possible.
We will be keeping this as quickly as possible. Straight away, one person that I think that has benefited from this draft, nobody's going to disagree with me. You may actually hate this person in actual fact.
But Yates is doing his job.
He's doing his job so well. And he is, at the moment, on fire. Would you agree?
World champion.
Material stuff.
Before the end of next year.
If he isn't, he's been robbed.
Yeah, if he don't get a world title...
Or it was a shot.
In all fairness, I'd love to see him win the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Straight away, in case you're wondering who we're on about, do you want to announce him or would you like me?
The Miz.
He is The Miz. The man has been practically on fire. Now, we actually turned around and we were saying Dolph Ziggler winning the title. Yay, blah, blah, blah.
No, you were saying yay.
I said yay.
I said, fuck my life.
But I actually agreed with you on your argument. The Miz has been an absolute fire because here's the thing. He has been coming at Daniel Bryan, rubbing that title in his face. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. You want to trade me to Raw? You want to trade me to Raw? And everything. The man has been on fire. He shows he's passionate. The man isn't there to be liked, and he knows it.
Yeah, he's being really decent at the moment, in all fairness to him. That's a credit to him. Maurice's doing her job.
Perfectly.
Helping him to be hated. Promos are on point. He's come so much on in the ring. His in-ring ability. He's putting on matches of the night now.
Yeah.
If you look at The Miz, the main evented WrestleMania, and comparing to The Miz...
Now? Past Miz? Miz now? Yes.
Is amazing.
Yes, because the man knows how to use the mic. And a lot of people don't actually compliment him for his wrestling.
Well, they need to start doing now, because he even took some of Daniel Bryan's moveset
and made him look legitimate with him.
Yeah. Just amazing.
Anybody you want to mention?
So, I wanted to mention someone who I thought has benefited greatly since the brand split, and that's Heath Slater.
Oh, definitely.
Now, most people go, well, he's had his Raw 1000 spot doing the comedy bit with the job with the legends where he's jobbing out. But
That's not.
yes, it's TV time, but he wasn't getting the push he deserved for all the effort. I know he was on 2 wellness policy violations.
Yep.
So, but he's having the time of his life now.
Right
He's
now.
rejuvenated with Rhino. Yes, he's still doing all the work, bumping, but
The man's having fun.
and he's in the right spot. He's taken as a semi-serious threat now.
Yeah, it's believable. You know, especially seeing as he's standing next to
A man beast.
a man beast who actually tried to become, if I'm not mistaken, a Senate.
I think he won his first race.
No, he didn't. He didn't actually win it. Unfortunately, he actually came short.
Ah, well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, so.
I'm sure Linda can have a word with Donald Trump when she gets in the party. Come on, Donny, do me a favour.
Why did I instantly assume you were going to go, come on, Donnie, let's go party? Really? Well, that's in your own mind.
But no, Heath Slater, ripping off.
Another person who I'd like to put on this, and I know what someone's going to say, but he was doing really well before with Cena and everything. Kevin Owens. You can't deny it.
If it wasn't for the brand split, he wouldn't have a
main
title, even though the Universal title's just a paper title and doesn't mean fuck all.
That's what Brian says.
It's true though. What heritage has that title got?
None.
It's got as much heritage as one of my shits.
Oh, steaming. And yeah, I can agree with you.
They might as well just split the 2 titles and bought back the big gold belt.
Yep, they could have, but they haven't.
Made Raw's first brand split brilliant. Look at the talent that held that in the Raw brand split. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Goldberg. John Cena.
You can see me.
Chris Jericho.
Yes. Rock. Booker T.
Undertaker.
Has he? Yes, Edge. Need we keep going? Oh. Somebody gonna get the ass kicked.
Mark Henry. Kane.
Rey Mysterio.
It's like a who's who.
Damn, that's got some...
of people who have held that title.
Again, but that's on the WWE side.
Then
never mind
back, Ric
WCW,
Flair,
Ric Flair,
Kevin
Sting,
Nash,
Scott Hall, Kevin Nash,
the
the Giants, Hogan, I think Lex Luger maybe.
I don't think Lex Luger ever
Papa
had a
Pump.
title. Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
But no, it's like a who's who's heritage.
Sid Vicious. It's quite.
They should have bought that title back.
They could have, but I think they've already brushed the name off and dealt with it and wanted to move on. You know, we've drained WCW enough.
Daniel Bryan had that title. CM Punk.
Yeah. Yes. And that was during his thingy stage where he was ripping up, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Straight Edge Society.
Yeah. Actually, he's held it twice. Held it twice, because the first time he took it off Edge, and then ended up losing it by not even being in the match. And then, no, he's Jeff Hardy.
Defended against Undertaker, didn't he?
Defended against the Undertaker.
Yep. Right. So, but no. Kevin Owens, I'll agree with. He's been put in the spotlight.
Highlighted.
In all fairness, a person that would have benefited if it wasn't for Seth Rollins injuring him would have been Finn Balor.
Definitely.
He would have benefited from
Would have benefited it massively. And I can actually even go on to say if I'm not mistaken, from this brand split, a certain Irish lass has also been getting the push.
I think she would have gotten the push.
I think she would have got the push, but way too late.
See, Bayley is now suffering from what I wanted to call Becky Lynch syndrome.
Yeah.
Of, you are the third wheel in a two-person relationship.
It's the boss and Miss. Woo!
This is not table for three, Bayley. This is a table for two.
Table for two. You're getting pushed aside. Get off. Get onto the kids' table.
She would have been better on SmackDown.
She would have benefited it more.
But yeah, Becky Lynch has benefited in being able to have the title. She would have had the Wars. She would have had the Red Brand's title eventually, but not as quickly.
No.
In all fairness, she benefited in the way the rest of them have. Not really. She just got the title quicker than she could have.
Yeah.
Carl Mallet and Alexa Bliss have benefited from
Benefited massively because they've had a call up.
And Carl Mallet's in the middle of a big push.
Oh, yeah. But then again, Alexa Bliss is ever changing herself.
I know, but I like Carl Mallet's push because she's working with someone first instead of being thrusted into the
spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's working with Nikki, gaining the heat since she wanted to be a heel.
Yep.
In all fairness, I don't think she should be a heel. I think she should be like what Cass and Enzo are on Raw.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I think what she's doing is she's actually doing it quite well.
Yeah, she's trying to do her own thing and all great to her.
Yeah.
Another person I'd like to say has benefit from this brand split.
Go on.
And it's really funny that I'm about to say this. James Ellsworth. The man would not have even made WWE title if it wasn't for this brand split.
No chin.
Yeah, all he was cannon fodder to Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman on Raw, and then all of a sudden they brought him over for SmackDown, and then he somehow made magic.
The man who has more victories over AJ Styles than John Cena and Dean Ambrose.
Oh! Shots fired! Shots fired! However...
And I noticed how everyone on Raw would not bring that point up.
Correct.
Braun over here could kill all of you. And why is that? Because the man on the corner owns more wins over AJ Styles than the rest of you, and he squashed him in 2 minutes. So what do you think we could do to you?
Game over.
But Bray Wyatt is one I'm waiting to see if it benefits him.
We'll need to see.
There's potential.
There is that potential, but it all depends. This I'm going to say we're going to make the last one, which we need to because we need to get a move on. American Alpha.
No, I don't agree.
I think they benefited it.
I don't.
Why not? So you didn't think they should have come up?
I think they would have been better used on Raw.
Okay.
So on SmackDown,
yeah,
they're sitting in the back seat to a couple of popular face tag teams, the High Bros, and Heath and Rhino.
Which is a shame, but American Alpha did come up and start dominating, and they have been dominant.
But they haven't got the titles from it.
Not yet. They had a small injury angle, which derailed them a little bit.
So, due to that reason, I don't think they've benefited.
Okay, I'll agree with your logic there. So that would have been knocked out out straight away.
Maybe by SummerSlam they would have benefited from the split.
Potentially.
Once Rhino and Heath run its course.
Okay. But anyway.
But that's where I think the Revival could come in. Take the titles off Rhino and Slater, and you've got American Alpha versus a Revival feud to take into the new year.
There's one more person who I've got to say has benefited from this.
Go on.
And he's actually in charge of one of them. Shane McMahon.
No, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to give you the best person that's benefited from this.
What?
Renee Young.
Yes. Dom, that's it, I agree. Because she's been doing shows after shows after shows. She's doing back and forth. She's doing Talking Smack. She's doing Talking Raw. They're doing the, if I'm not mistaken, what we watched recently.
She's basically WWE's answer to a sports analyst.
Definitely.
Like ESPN has a sports anchor.
Yeah.
This is WWE's anchor. Renee Young is WWE's go-to sports anchor.
And she's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. She's been doing it really well and fantastically. And also, if I'm not mistaken, you had this date of address for the state of address of the universe, was it?
Yeah.
For both Raw and SmackDown over the Survivor Series, and she had to keep in check Stephanie McMahon, Mick Foley, Shane McMahon, and the ever so popular Daniel Bryan, who, Stephanie was throwing out catchphrases. Mick Foley was saying, "Please give me sympathy until Stephanie fires me." Shane McMahon being Shane McMahon, I'm in the trenches. I'm doing my best, trying to put himself on TV. And you got Daniel Bryan there, who just doesn't give a care in the world anymore, and just firing shots wherever he can, left, right, and centre, and mentioning rival company, supposed rival companies that Mick Foley wrestled for.
So let's move on.
Let's move on. Shall we move on to the final part?
Yes.
Which is the predictions for WWE Survivor Series 2016. Shall we get straight into it?
Yes.
We've got a singles match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. If Kalisto wins, the title and the Cruiserweight division will transfer to SmackDown. This is the Brian Kendrick defending the championship against SmackDown's Kalisto.
I think this is a false ploy to make you think anything can happen, but it won't. So I think Brian Kendrick retains.
I think Kalisto. I think
Are you going for the double switch? So we might as well get out there now.
No.
So you think Miz retains as well?
I think Miz retains.
I think they try and go for the double switch.
I think they're teasing the double switch.
I don't think Vince will go through, but if SmackDown gets 4 titles, it's got 2 hours, and 20 minutes are still dedicated to replaying Raw. So for that reason, that's why I'm picking Brian Kendrick.
I did this last time.
Well, don't listen to me. You stick with your choice.
No. I did this last time, and I absolutely paid. But the problem is, the logic is there. So I'm switching from... No. I'm switching. Too late. You convinced me. It's the Brian Kendrick now.
I don't want to be the reason that convinced you to swap over. I'm just stating my point on why.
Tough. Accept it. You've got to live with it. Thank you for...
I don't have to live with it.
Thank you for making me see the other ways. I'm going to go with the Brian Kendrick.
I just don't think they'll pull the trigger on the double switch.
That's fine. Moving on.
So might as well go for the
Miz versus Sami Zayn, which is a single match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. If Zayn wins, the title will transfer to Raw. Miz is winning.
Yeah. However, I do think they'll trade him.
You think? Possible, but...
For the Cruiserweight division.
Really?
Not this year, but I think eventually. Because the Cruiserweight title would do better on SmackDown.
Fair enough.
Because you've got the people who called it on there before. But I don't think it'll be this year, but eventually I do think Miz will end up on Raw.
Right, fair enough. But, yeah, Miz over Zayn. Now, this is the 10-on-10 Survivor Series Tag Team Elimination Match, which is Team Raw, which is... This is going to take a while.
The Club.
The New Day, Sheamus, Cesaro, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, which is the Club, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass.
Enzo More yogurt.
and more. He does it. Rice, baby. Anyway.
No, Matt Burns.
Anyway, the Shining Stars versus Team SmackDown, Heath Slater and Rhino, the Hype Bros, American Alpha, the Usos, and Breezango.
Team Raw.
Team SmackDown.
So this one's going to have a lot of differences, folks.
Definitely. 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. This is the women. Team Raw is Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Sasha Banks. With Dana Brooke there. Against Team SmackDown, which will be Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi. With their manager, Natalya.
Team SmackDown.
Team SmackDown.
Now, the males main event.
The main event, which is the last one, which is the 5-on-5... a main event. not the main event.
Well, the main event might not happen.
Yeah. 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match, which is Team Raw, which is Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Seth Rollins, versus Team SmackDown, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Shane McMahon, with James Ellsworth.
I think Team SmackDown.
I think Team Raw. And the supposed main event of the evening. And this will probably be a 15-minute match. If this is actually correction, if this goes 15 minutes, 15 minutes, I will actually applaud someone's stamina for it lasting that long. However, I actually do question if the blood can actually be flowing for that long. What do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah.
This is going to be an ass kicking. This is Goldberg versus with his manager. His name is Paul Heyman, and he is the advocate,
To the Beast Incarnate.
the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar.
At that point, Matt Burns had an aneurysm.
Pretty much.
Brock Lesnar
Brock
wins this for
Lesnar.
me.
I can't see it any other way. Lesnar's got to be taking the win on this one. Anyway, that will be the predictions, and that's everything. So anyway, that would be most likely, this is going to be the end of the show, so we're just going to do a quick wrap-up. Is there anybody you want to give us a quick shout-out to?
UK Wrestle Fan Zone.
As always, we give a shout-out to our gaming channel, which actually is on YouTube on Wednesdays, but then again, you can always go to YouTube to actually check out our, any past recordings of this, or you can go to Spreaker, which is where you can probably hear us
Or
live.
you can find us every Monday on UK Wrestle Fan Zone's
page straight away on YouTube, which I do have a copy of our recording, which is does actually go up pretty much straight after, as soon as we finish this live. So with that, is anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
No, I'm good.
I'm just going to give a quick shout out to a certain Matthew. You can obviously guess who that, which Matthew I'm on about.
Yeah.
Matthew of Botchamania, who runs his website www.botchamania.com. And just to point out, folks, we have one more cheap plug for our own selves, which is we do actually have a section for The Burning Truth on the official webpage of Matt Burns, which is my official website, which
and
is
our second article should be up by next weekend.
quite possibly for next weekend. So if you want to go to the website www.matt,
the bad boy,
not the bad boy, it's
the mutual, that I'm always late.
I'll repeat myself. It's www.matt-burns.co.uk, and if you hit enter, it's a page where you can see all my news, but most importantly, you will actually see some news from the Burning Truth page as well, popping up in there when updates are actually being done on the actual website. You can actually go on there for the merchandise and everything, but more importantly, this is the main point of actually for the website plug. We actually have all the latest new, the latest stuff for the Burning Truth, which is the latest episodes of our speaker being live and past recordings on there, and also TBT games, and that's where our articles are usually kept.
Yeah.
As well. But if you want to contact us on there as well, we actually have buttons for email, so you can actually contact us on there as well.
So that's fine. Right.
I think that's going to be for this week.
Yeah.
We haven't got a topic to discuss for next week yet. Yes, however, we may make an announcement on our social media pages on what that topic might be for next week. So do keep an eye out on that. So with that, I'm going to recommend you all stay well, stay safe, and we will be here next week, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock next week, and stay well, stay safe. Always check out your local wrestling, and catch you next week at 9 o'clock.
Bye, folks.
Bye-bye.